The next example, ladies and gentlemen, is very special because there are these two guys who are two brothers. And one is coming from Eindhoven, one is coming from the university here in Tilburg, and they work together on a very special project. They serve society and they make money with it. The floor is yours. Oh, by the way, the name is Harmen van Heijst. And the name of the brother is Marcel van Heijst. Harmen, take the floor.
Thank you very much. Hello, nice to be here. My name is indeed Harmen, and I'm the Tilburg brother then, I guess. So my brother, he studied in Eindhoven. And we started the company, actually with the three of us, another student from Eindhoven University. And we realized the smartly distributed energy networks of tomorrow. And we actually do that today already, and we started in India. So we go back to India. And I'd like to briefly take you to our journey so far, from graduating to where we are now, and then link that to advancing society, actually. So what we do is we create the energy networks of tomorrow, which are more, maybe you know the term smart grids. We link different energy sources. And one of my co-founders, Evan, he graduated in Eindhoven on this topic, and he found out that we can already do this today in India, where they also skip landlines for calling. They just make phone calls with their mobile phones right away. It was the largest growing country considering mobile phone usage. So there we can leapfrog actually new models. We can leapfrog existing infrastructure. So also here we think we can serve these 400 million people without access to electricity by already providing them the right solution right away. It's really an opportunity to do it the right way directly. And this was such an inspiring graduation project of Ivan, then my brother, Marcel, he studied industrial design at Eindhoven University, and he thought, let's make this happen. And he took a plane to India the next day and thought, let's make it happen. And of course, that sounds very nice. So then here we are, going to India for the first time, not really knowing what to encounter. And of course, it's a good thing, because there's been a lot of studies to these rural villages in India. So reading all these theses, you know exactly what to expect, right? But then you are there, and this is actually reality. They are way more interested in your skin color than whatever you have to tell them. And we wanted to explain them a concept of smart grids, which is hard to explain here, actually. So that was a bit more difficult than expected, actually. So we had to look again, right? We had to see, we learned a lot of methods on how to make this happen, how to actually transform society in a sense. And yeah, we found out that energy already was a difficult concept. So we thought we have to open this up. So what we did, for example, we gave them some cameras they could throw away after usage, and we asked them, take some picture of energy. We really wanted to broaden what is electricity in their concept, actually, because we couldn't explain what we wanted to achieve there. So they took pictures, and it was very nice. We saw pictures of the sky, because the stars are energy. We saw pictures of people shaking hands, because that's the life energy that floats from one person to the other, which is of course beautiful, but it didn't really help us to grow an energy network, right? So yeah, there we were. We came back to the Netherlands and found out that we had to use a different approach. So we started a new approach, and we said we have to fake like it's already there. We have to present them something tangible, something they can touch, something they can respond to, instead of a concept like energy. So we went back to India, we went to do some shopping. We had to draw the shopping list because it was difficult to communicate in some areas, although in big cities they might speak English, but in the smaller villages it's still Hindi. This was the first product we made in a day. It broke down after 2 weeks. It was actually made of a sauce dispenser, so just some empty bottles we found and some simple batteries. But it didn't really matter. We took it to the village and we asked people to work with it. Please, you can generate energy and enjoy it. So it was a real product for them. It was not something we tried to do. We didn't try to make a change anymore. We offered them something they could respond to. So we find this guy. He was the first local energy supplier, as we call him today. And there's a solar panel on his roof now, and he started to generate energy. And after a week, this is what we found out. The first picture, you still see the kerosene lamp there, which they used for electricity. And we placed the kit there, and okay, he accepted us to put it there, and that was it. And after a week, the right picture is taken. And you see the shelf is nicely decorated, a bit rural Indian style, but still. And on the lower shelf, you see a booklet. We never asked him to keep administration, but he started to keep administration and to actually have administration of how many people rented energy from his place. So he started a business, and what we saw here is that a local system emerges. So like was already mentioned, here we saw a crossroad of technology and social systems, actually. We offered them a little piece of very simple technology. It was really, really simple, built in one day. And there, a local system emerged. So it fitted in their social system. And I think, to also speak in your words, that's really awesome what we saw happening here. So this was the start, actually, of Rural Spark, where we found out that the only way to really get insights in how to transform society is by just doing it. People respond to real propositions. We hear a lot about co-creation these days, and we say we should not co-create with our customers. We should actually fake to them almost like it's real, and only they can respond to it. They are not our co-designers. They are supposed to be our customers. They are supposed to use the product, right? Well, now we implemented 100 of these kits, serving around 7,000 people access to clean, safe, and sustainable energy. We're building the next kit, and we signed an agreement to distribute 10,000 of these kits. And the idea is to connect these kits with which these local energy suppliers generate energy, to connect them to battery packs, so they actually exchange energy surpluses. So if there's not enough solar energy, they might have biogas, and you can really balance out when you are in need of additional energy, or when you have surpluses, you can actually use them. So we're really growing a network based on the concept of smart grids, and it's happening today in India, actually. Here you see the trading of energy actually happening. And last June, we signed an agreement with an Indian partner to distribute 10,000 kits over the course of the next 2 years, which will serve around 600,000 people of clean, safe, and sustainable energy. And actually, the main thing I wanted to share today is that what we found is that you only change existing reality by advancing society, right? By making it happen, by coming up with products and make them respond to it, and actually create a system. And the central grid will still be there. The central government will still pursue to construct centralized grids. But on the same time, we can build the right networks right away. And at a certain moment in time, you will see them coexist. And of course, over time, the renewable energy will be a cheaper source and will probably be a larger network in India. Let's aim for that. So thank you very much.
Can you invite Alexander and Marike to step up and come over to the stand again, because I would like to thank you once more for these excellent presentations. There is flowers